I'm here to promote the idea that aging does not have to mean a decline in our vitality or our strength. Aging does not have to mean guaranteed pain. And it definitely doesn't have to mean giving up on energy and joy to experience the best parts of your life with your acquired wisdom and experience. True, I have been carrying over 100 extra pounds for more than a decade, and I do acknowledge that that does have an impact on how my body feels and how it moves, all the things. But I refuse to let that stop me from living my life because stopping has never been an option for me, especially since I spent the last decade becoming a mother. So giving up has not been an option because how I age and how you age is not a fixed path, friend. It's a choice that we get to make every single day. On the Mel Robbins podcast, she had a guest on, Dr. Vonda Wright, and she said, what we think is aging is often just what happens when people stop moving. Let me say that again. What we think is aging is often just what happens when people stop moving. Friend, let that sink in. We have accepted frailty, stiffness, and decline as being natural. But so much of that is just a result of developing a sedentary lifestyle, not aging, just disuse. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to show you what it looks like to choose a different path, to choose strength, to choose joy, to choose motion, even when it's sometimes hard, even when it can be challenging to get into the momentum. And it can be a struggle at first to start to strengthen your body. So let's talk about how we as women at any age can tap into more energy, increase our strength and vitality so that we can start to live our best lives. And that is why I love that this community is full of women of all ages. And so many of you at all ages have been jumping into the comments to share your experience with rebounding. And this is so inspiring because a mini trampoline might sound small and insignificant, but it's been creating some massive shifts in the bodies and minds of so many women across all different ages because it's low impact, joint friendly workout, and it's easy and fun to use. It's simple and transformative, and that's what I like about bouncing on the Rebounder. And I also love this community, the women who are watching, commenting, and bouncing with me every single day. And so I want to give some shout outs to some of the women who have been here and sharing their ages so proudly because it is inspiring to the rest of us to see what you are doing at all ages. First is at Barbara Galetta 3030, who shared, I ordered my rebounder today. I am 70 and type 2 diabetic. I think this will be a great low impact exercise for an old broad. We'll watch you while bouncing. I love this comment. And Grishelle Desi 6939, so sorry if I just butchered that name, who said, very good advice. You are a great teacher. Thank you. 82, still jumping. Still jumping at 82. Friend, that is what's possible when we don't stop. This is how we take our health into our own hands, not by doing everything perfectly, but doing something, allowing ourselves to keep moving. Dr. Vonda Wright, the one who was telling you on this on the podcast, said this beautifully. She says that movement isn't just good for you, it is essential. Muscles and bones just aren't structural, they're metabolic organs. So every time, friend, that you contract a muscle, you release proteins that help your bones, your brain, your metabolism. Every step you take, every bounce you make, you're literally sending signals of health throughout your body. And the opposite is also true. Living a sedentary lifestyle increases the risk of 33 different chronic diseases like heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and dementia. That's why movement is the answer to vitality. Fun, consistent, sustainable movement also makes it much more delightful. And that's why Diane Moyers 4223 shared with us in the comments saying, I'm 59. I want to do fun exercise that makes me feel like a kid again. I haven't even put my rebounder together yet, but you've motivated me. That's energy, friend. We're not punishing bodies, we're partnering with them. We're not chasing youth, we're building strength for the future. And when I think about my own family, especially my grandmother, she dealt with so much pain in her back and her feet in her later years. She struggled and she slowed down, which led to more aches and pains. And she wasn't even carrying as much extra weight as I am now. And that made me realize that I don't want to wait until I'm in my older years. I want to start moving now. I want to move to the point where I can turn my life around physically as I have been doing emotionally and mentally. Because for the past 5 years, I've been doing the work. I have been rewiring beliefs, creating healthier thoughts, setting boundaries, reshaping my life. And now I want my body to reflect that same strength, to move through my life, not just emotionally free, but physically capable. And that's what the rebounder is giving me. With every bounce, I get to say yes to my future. Every bounce is a quiet rebellion against the version of aging that we've been taught to accept. And we're saying, no way. Just look at Patricia Serwin, 6266, said, I'm 75 now, decluttering, and my goal is to order another rebounder and use it daily. One of the best forms of exercise with the least amount of harm to the body. That's what I love about this community, the honesty and the openness. She wasn't afraid to say, oh, well, I had one before and whatever happened. I don't know what happened to it, but she said she's ordering another one. And she's saying, I'm stepping in again, and I'm going to start bouncing again. She's going all in on herself. And so congratulations with that. And then there's this message from Furman Girl 85. And she says, even at 62, a little over a year post hip replacement, I'm back to rebounding as easily as in my 50s. In case you get discouraged, remember, you're not only improving your current fitness level and body composition, you're paying forward good bone density, a healthy lymphatic system, balance, coordination, and improved insulin levels for your older years. That is truly paying it forward. Because you're not just moving for today, you're investing for your future self. The 70-year-old version of you who wants to go on a hike, the 80-year-old version who wants to stay engaged in life. So friend, remember, you're not just working out, you're building a future you'll be proud to grow old in. So if you're watching this and wondering, is it too late for me? Friend, you know my answer. No, you can start any time. Start now. Just get on and give it a try. Not someday, not after you lose the weight, not after you feel more confident, not after it's in the next Monday or whatever it is that you set as a limitation or an excuse to keep you from just getting started. Even if you only bounce for 2 minutes, even if you just stand and gently sway, even if you're just starting again after a hip replacement, like one of the commenters said, all that matters is that you start. And if you feel like your body is too far gone, too heavy, too achy, too painful, too whatever, I want you to know I hear you. You are seen here. This is the community that is for you, because I feel that way sometimes too. And there have been things that felt harder to do in the beginning. It was so much harder. I have doubled my time. I just want you to know that I have doubled what I could do. And beyond that, I haven't just doubled the length of time, but my endurance and my stability, my balance, all those things have gotten better. And so it doesn't ache in the same way as it did in the beginning. It wasn't painful. It was just much more challenging. So now I get to work on different things. Like, how can I increase the challenge and the strength that I'm building by the moves that I'm doing and taking on new challenges that way? But it all started because I was willing to just get in there. And when I set my mind to it, I purchased my rebounder. I brought it home. I worked out. I didn't let anything stand in the way besides me driving from picking it up to coming home. That was it. No other limitations, because I just went all in. And I'm encouraging you, once again, you got to move at your pace and you got to listen to your body, but don't let anything stand in your way that is unnecessary and doesn't need to be there. Because I know this. The body you have right now is not working against you. It's just waiting for you to work for it, to say, I'm in. I'm in on taking care of myself and aging well into the future. So say yes to you. And just in case you need a little bit more motivation, check out these other comments from fellow viewers. At Diana Jones, 8837 shared, "Hi, Steph. Just found your channel. What a revelation. There's hundreds of excellent YouTube videos out there featuring ladies of all ages with slim, toned down bodies, not a bit like my 75-year-old 3-stone overweight body. And I find that it's quite discouraging even to watch their beginning videos for seniors. However, watching you is encouraging. So I'm going to climb back on my rebounder again tomorrow and just bounce gently for a couple of minutes or so to start with, wave my arms around if I feel like it, Thanks so much for giving me the oomph to start again and believe that I can. Thank you, Diana. And here's another comment, and this one is from happyak_1, who says, heart, 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 loving your videos. I bought a rebounder in December 2023, and I have used it intermittently, but since finding your channel, I have used it every single day. Thank you. Over 50 and determined to prioritize my health and my life. I love bouncing while I watch your videos. Thank you so much. And I love that you feel encouraged to bounce while you're watching the videos. For everyone watching, please keep the comments coming. I love to hear from you, and I love including your feedback in the videos to encourage others. Have an amazing bounce session today, and I will talk to you tomorrow.